I think people will look and say, but wait a minute, they're Americans who are unemployed. Why can't you just hire them?
They don't want to come out here and work in this extreme conditions, 100+ degree temperatures, dust, hard work.
What if you paid them more?
It doesn't matter, and they won't come out.
Hey, Nebraska, do you need a tissue for your issues? Hey, Nebraska, save the drama for your mama. What happened, Nebraska? Did voting for Trump ruin your economy? Oh, that's weird. That's so weird. It's kind of like we told you so, right? Oh, I love this. I like to stick it in your face and rub it in. It's kind of like, when Trump was telling everybody he was going to come after the undocumented people in this country that were working hard and deport them, that they would kind of move to a state they felt safe in. And apparently, Nebraska wasn't one of them. They packed up their stuff and they headed on out to a state that would welcome them with open arms. So now you're going bankrupt. And as somebody that lives in a blue state, I could give a shit less. Boo-hoo. Oh, and I can't wait for the hated comments. I can't wait for it. You voted for this. You voted for this. And now you're getting it. So why are you mad at us? We didn't vote for this. Nope. We voted completely against this. You voted for this. I better not get one BS comment. Not one. Not one. Oh, how mean you are. The stink. You're so mean. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not mean. I'm just giving you what you wanted. You wanted this. You voted for it. You made your bed. Now lay in it.
Grand Rising, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my YouTube space. I hope you are doing okay. And thank you so much for all those who are watching and sharing and commenting to my videos. I appreciate you so much. Now, today I have a serious talk. Grand Rising, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my YouTube space. Thank you so much for being here. And all those who are sharing my videos, I appreciate you. And I love you so much. Now, white people are raged because black folks are no longer willing to work for them, especially on their farms, on their industries, their homes, and their fields. And the question is why? Why are black people suddenly walking away? Why are black people suddenly shifting? And I love that. I love that black people are now realizing themselves. I love that black people are finally walking away from the chains of hundred of years. Because black labor has been the backbone of the white wealth for so long. And that's not an opinion, that is my fact. From plantation to the factories, to the field of America, Europe, and all over this world. Black labor are being taken from Africa to go and work to Asian countries, go and work to Arab countries, and go and work to Europe countries. But right now, they are no longer want to work for them. That's what I'm going to talk about. But before I go down on that video, I have featured some videos here. I want to play it for you. And after playing that, after watching the videos, I want you to comment down there what you think about this. Because power is shifting. And things are changing. Black labor build white wealth. But right now, it is time to build ourselves. Let's watch these clips and then we come back again with more commentary.
So this morning I ended up on Nebraska Talk, and it was a bunch of people crying, why does anybody care about Nebraska? When we voted for Kamala Harris, when I cast my vote for Harris, that was me saying, I care about you, and I want you to survive and thrive. Okay, you knew better than anybody else that your state thrives and survives off of migrants' backs. Okay? And instead of them waiting for ICE to come, they decided to peace out before they could come and get them. I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. This is what you voted for. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, this is exactly what you voted for. And now you're feeling it. What do you want us to do? You want a government handout? That's socialism. You voted against that. No. Sadly, the reality is that you'll probably have to sell a lot of your farms for pennies on the dollar to large corporations and manufacturers. But don't worry, they'll probably let you work there for minimum wage.
So I'm a black farmer, and a lot of people are wondering, why are black farmers not panicking like a lot of white farmers? Well, let me explain to you the reasons why. It's because white farmers have been handed everything to them. A lot of them. Not saying all of them, but a good bit of them. And by that I mean this. MLK even pointed out. He says, farmers in the West and the Midwest who were white, they were given land, they were given money, they were given training, they were given a lot. Whereas the black farmers weren't given anything, and the largest civil rights settlement in U.S. history is Pickford v. Glickman, where you had a class action lawsuit, bunch of black farmers all joined the lawsuit, and they won a huge settlement because the USDA was shown to be racist for decades. So because black farmers haven't been given anything, we've been learning to do without, unlike your white farmers. So when things are taken away from you, all your subsidies, all your tax breaks, guess what? You panic. Whereas we've always been going through this shit. So there's problems in privilege.
So y'all, AM, PM staffing service posted this on Facebook because they're looking for farm pickers. And these are the terms right here. The comments, I'm going to show y'all some of the comments. The comments, Lord have mercy.
Consequences of my actions chasing me right now. I don't want no consequence. I don't want no consequences chasing me right now.
Have y'all seen that lady from Nebraska? Don't worry, I'm going to put it down here. She was one of the ones who came out and said, we voted for this and we regret it. She's one of the ones that's actually remorseful, not one of the ones that's coming on here going, yes, I asked for this, but please don't tell me how it's my fault that my consequences are affecting me and not just the people I hate now. I don't want to hear it, okay? Now that we don't care about them. But this one, they're cattle farmers. And I guess Nebraska is on track to go bankrupt in like 2 quarters. Okay? And the most interesting part of the piece that she put up, and I'm not saying this to throw shade, I'm saying it to emphasize what's up, okay? She says, we knew that they were going to be coming for the undocumented. And here, almost everyone's a farmer of some kind, and 70% of our workforce is immigrant labor. And while we knew they were going to be coming for the undocumented, and we knew 70% of our workforce was going to fall into that category, we still supported this. And now thinking about it, I'm going to say it one more time, and now thinking about it, they realize it didn't make sense to support something that went against their own interests and to put their support in something that is now feeding their own demise. And I appreciate her for coming on here and giving these updates and just saying, with each time, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, in retrospect, I can't believe I did that. In looking back, this made no sense. I did it anyway, knowing it didn't make sense. I appreciate her for that. Because we've got too many that are just incapable of doing that. Just incapable of saying, wow, yeah, I convinced myself to go against my own interests. Why did I do that? Like, that is work. That's self-work. Okay? And that's what we have room for. We have room for people that are like, wow, I now want to look into why I convinced myself to do something that was not going to help me. Why did I do that? We need more of that. And less people going, yeah, well, I'm just going to hold on to my hate and rage and anger, and I'm going to blame everyone else. And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to fight to keep my job. I'm getting a lawyer. Okay, I'm fighting this. I don't care if I asked for it. This isn't fair to me. It's not supposed to affect me. What about me and me and me? We don't care about them. Like I said, they can go fend for themselves. They can go fund themselves. But yeah, it's very interesting. So these states that are already on track to go bankrupt just with the policies themselves, okay, because she's like, people aren't showing up to work. I mean, whole thing, okay? And then blue states, these cesspool states that are providing all the federal taxes, people who live in states like Oklahoma who can't afford a plane ticket out here for the weekend love to talk about how this place is a cesspool, but they need our money to survive and to support themselves. Yeah, I am all for all of these blue states holding on to their money. I'm not interested in paying this regime. I'm interested in California independence or joining Canada or almost any other country but this one. And I would love to see how states like Nebraska plan on funding themselves when we aren't the ones putting into the pot anymore. We're going to keep our dirty little blue cesspool dollars to ourselves. How about that? How about that? Like, go ahead. Give it a watch. Give it a watch. I give her props. And keep it rolling. Because that's an area, that's a state where the administration is trying to tell you that we're traveling out there to their town halls. Okay? She's in one of the states where they're trying to tell you that it's us that are upset at the town halls. We're traveling out to cow country.
Racism is expensive. And corporations and billionaires don't care about you. This is probably breaking news to many who support and applaud mass deportations. Well, the people in Nebraska, the state of Nebraska, is starting to find out how expensive both of those things are, how expensive racism is, and how much corporations and billionaires don't care about the working class, minorities, poor people, black people, and other non-billionaires. But here we go. So, right here in Nebraska is on the brink of bankruptcy. Although it seems that they have found a little band-aid to put on the self-inflicted bastards one by choosing and supporting mass deportation, which hurt their farm because it takes away the migrant workers who, instead of waiting for ICE agents to go and round them up and jam-pack them into some of those private prisons like Core Civic and continue to enrich the billionaires while they lose while the farmers lose their workers. The migrants decided to self-deport to places where they can be and be okay and not be in a community and communities of people who applaud and support mass deportations. So I guess those migrants were taking people's jobs. Where are those people? Come and take the jobs. They're there. The jobs are available. Why are these states, why is Nebraska potentially going bankrupt? Why are so much of America's farming country going belly up? Yeah, racism is expensive. And like they say, F around, find out. But I hope this is a lesson to everybody that is in support of and applaud mass deportations and mass incarceration. People who, in a haste to get rid of the people they do not like or to hate people they don't like, end up hurting themselves. Racism and xenophobia and all these other things that were part of this election. By the way, I'm not, although MAGA is super excited about these mass deportations, the corporate Democrats weren't too far away from them either. They were busy chasing MAGA to the right, especially on the issue of immigration. So I'm not gonna act like I didn't see it or that it didn't happen or that the Democratic Party wasn't campaigning on potentially doing harm to migrants and immigrants either. And at the end of the day, there was also another choice other than the corporate Democrats or MAGA, and there was the Green Party. Most people probably did not pay attention to it, but if you look at their platform, it actually is in favor of the working class, is in favor of minorities, is in favor of the majority of America, to where you can see their platform is not in service of the billionaires, unlike the two major parties, the duopoly. So all that to say, though, when you make choices and you make choices that hurt people, and at the same time you depend on those people, you're cutting the nose off to spite your face. And at this time, let me just ask Nebraska and everybody, because I know I recognize everybody in there that it can be affected by farming issues. However, everybody that's exposed to all of this bigotry, all of the mass deportation, mass incarceration, race-making, racist policies, and all of that, and who are being affected now, we just ask you to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps.
Welcome back. You have heard the video. We are all aware that black labor built the white wealth. We are all aware with that. But if I may ask, what did we get in return as black people? What did we benefited as black people? I will say confidently, we got nothing but poverty, trauma, and disrespect. That's what we get. And right now, black people are tired. Also black Americans. They are tired of breaking their backs so that they can build luxury for their families, while we as black people stay stuck in circles of poverty. Black Americans are tired to build luxury life. For them, right now, is not 1800s anymore. It is 2025. And being 2025, black people have decided to walk away. But what? The white farmers are mad. The Nebraska farmers, they are mad. They are asking, why are they walking away? But us black people, our question is, why wouldn't we walk away? We are now focusing on what we call self-love. We are focusing on building ourselves. We are focusing on building black community. And the reason why we ain't working for them anymore, the reason why black people ain't working for them anymore is because of this. Black people are done of being exploited. Black Americans are done of being exploited. Africans are done of being exploited. They used the land of black Americans to build their world. That's reality. And they used the resources of Africans to build their empire. But at the end of the day, they never wanted to share the wealth. They got it 100% without involving black people. They making decisions without involving black people. When it is time to share the wealth, they don't involve black people. And I'll say this, they want black Americans grind, but not their humanity. They want our skills, but they don't want to respect us. They are using black people's skills to build their future. They are using black people's skills to get the dollars because it is paying off. The culture of black people, the skills and the innovation of black people, it's paying off. And they are using it to build their countries. But they are not respecting where the skills is coming from. They are not respecting where the fame, the culture, and it is coming. And it has been there for generations and generations. But right now, I think black people are done. And I'm seeing a global wake up of black people, and I'm like, wow, it's different generation. And much calling on my Gen Zs. There's a video I've seen, not a video, there's a comment I've seen where there is this 73 or 75 old guy who has told me, our Gen Zs hope they can hear these messages. Because as a 75 years, one say that he's already tired. Because if he decided to stop working, go back to Africa, start afresh, it is too late. But for the Gen Zs, it is not too late. It is our fight. But I will tell my older generation that it can be even the day one change. We can start today and we win tomorrow. It is never too late. Okay? Number two, the reason why black people are not, or they don't want to work for them anymore, is because they have done being disrespected. Black people, we have done being disrespected. Because how many of us, like how many of black people have been on jobs where they have been treated like they are less than human? A lot of black people have been treated like less human. Let me give an example of an African, because I'm from Africa. When Africans are going to work in Arab countries, they are treated as slaves. Let's not lie to each other. When black people, when Africans, someone from Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, they go to work in these countries, Arab countries, they are treated less. They are treated like less humans. And even our African government, even our Kenyan government, Ugandan government, Tanzania or Ethiopia, they don't do anything. They don't talk about it. They are mistreating our ladies there because they are seeing us, black people, as only workers. That we are there only to work for them. And that's why they are treating us like that. So black people are done being disrespected. We are. We are done being disrespected. Okay? And I always say, it is not just about job. It is about the dignity. Dignity. Our dignity as black people. We are choosing dignity over desperation now. Because back then, we were living on desperation. And even when black people were enslaved or colonized, they say that we are better this way than we be free. Even the Israelites say that we are better under Pharaoh than us being led by someone we don't know or by Moses, because we are living in desperation. But right now, we are breaking free our chains. Okay? Like Nebraska Farmers or the white system, they love the labor from black people, but they hate the people themselves. You get that? And that is so much wild. They love black people's food. They love our music. They love our culture. They love our style. And they are using it to get money. But when it comes on treating us right, that's where they draw the line. That's where they go silent. You can't hate the people and still expect them to build your empire. You cannot hate the people and still expect them to work with you, to guard you, to be your cooker, to be your entertainer. Because for so long, they take black people as entertainers of the world. But who get paid? You understand that? So, those are some of the reasons why black people have decided to walk away. Some of the reasons why black people have said, we ain't working for you anymore. We ain't coming to your farms anymore. We ain't coming to our industries anymore. We are working for ourselves. Now, I want to talk about why this is happening right now. Because I think it is happening at the right time. And that's where I go to my number 4 reason. Okay? Why this is happening right now is because black people are building our own. Black people are focusing on ourselves. We are building our own. We are focusing on ourselves. We are focusing on our love. We are focusing on our happiness. We have lived in trauma for so long as black people. And I will say this. Black people are out here creating their own businesses, and we are learning the trade they tried to keep us from. And we are trying to create something for us. We are using technology to build online income. As black people right now, we don't have to beg anymore. No begging anymore. Because black people are the most creative people to live in the entire world. That's right. Black people are so creative. Black people are so innovative. Black people got everything. They got courage and everything. Africans, the continent as Africa, It has each and every resources. So I will say this. The begging days, it's over. That is the reality. That is the reality. Right now, we are educated. We know what's bad and what's good. No one is carrying our brain. We carry our own brain. So we have studied the game, which they thought that we will never study it. So that's why every day they are trying to erase the history so that we don't get full package of the game. You know, they thought we'll never learn the system. Right now we are. Now we know. We know that we build the world for them and we are not doing it anymore. But we don't want revenge. We want just to build again, because if we build, we can build again. If we carry, we can carry again. If we dug, we can dig again. So black people are building themselves. Current generation have studied the past, but we are changing the future. We have studied the past so that we can change the future. That's what we are doing right now. Another thing why we ain't working for them as black people is because there are some better choices out there. Today we can make more in 1 month with your own skill. And black people are learning new skills every day, are learning online business and everything. So it's not about just working on the farms, you know. The farm that when we work even 100 years, it will never change our lives. We will just get disrespect, diminished, belittled, and everything, okay? So they are mad and they are raged, not because, it's not about laziness. It's about choice. It's about pride. Some are saying that black people are lazy, but no, it's about choice, the choice that black people have made. Now they are shocked. You know, they always thought that we will still be there. Day come, day go. We will still have that slavery, colonial mind. But we are changing. Now they are confused and they are mad. Why? Because they thought black people can never say no. That's what they have always said. And it is true. They build a system where a black person can never say no to a white system. They build a system to make sure black person is a yes person. They build a system to make sure black people are seeing themselves as poor. They build a system to make sure that black people always respect the white people. But what they don't realize is that this is a new generation. We do not have slave mentality anymore. We have self-respect now. Yeah. And that's what they don't like. They don't like that we don't need them anymore. They don't like that we are separating ourselves. Even right now, when we talk about separation, they don't like that. When we talk about, it's called what? Not Jim Crow, where blacks and white are being separated differently. They do not like that. Why? Because they know black people right now, they want to build their own. So we will be so happy if we are separated. We will be so happy if they bring back the Jim Crow, you know? It's called Jim Crow. Tell me in the comment section. I forgot that name. Kindly, I'm sorry. So we are new generation as black people. They know very well they created a problem and they are complaining about labor shortages right now. But this problem, they created them. They created it for themselves. You know, when we are working for you, we are building your empire. We are using our energy. We are sweating blood and water. At the end of the day, at least we expect respect. At least we expect good wage, good salary. At least we expect better working hours. But they don't see that. They created a problem without knowing that time is going. So you see, they are complaining about labor shortages, but they forgot they have been underpaying the workers for generation, mistreated employees for generation. They refuse to pay people properly. You know, they build the problem brick by brick. And now black people are living. They want to act like victims. Yeah, but this is not the time. You know, it is new black people and I'm loving it. I'm loving the new black people. Right now, I think we are there. We are supporting each other. You know, We are buying from each other. We are hiring each other, even if it's not happening right now, but it is a starting point. It's going on well. We are building new businesses. We are building new systems, new ways to protect ourselves. I think we are going there. They need black labor, but black people don't need them anymore. Now, we have moved on. There's a shift. That's what they need to know. There's a shift of power. And that's the only panic they have, you are seeing. And that's why they are raging online in their farms and in their companies. You know? Now, if you're, I will say this. I'll talk about the Nebraska farmers, okay? Right now in Nebraska, a lot of white farmers are there struggling. They are crying out about labor shortages. And you know why? Because black people are no longer there. Because black people are no longer going. They want black people to go and work on their farms again. But nah, black people, they are like, whoa, we ain't doing this anymore. We ain't doing this anymore. But this energy they are using to call out black people to come and work, where was this energy when black people were struggling to own land? At least, where was this energy where black people are getting low wage? You know, where was the same energy when black people were asking for treatment, decent wages, and you know, all those respect? Right now, they need help, so they are playing victim. But black people have said that we ain't going back because we do not owe anyone any apology. We don't. So if you're watching this video right now, I want you to keep focused, stay focused, keep building, you know, keep rising, keep growing, keep uniting. That's the only thing I can ask you to do, you know. Don't let anybody guilt you into thinking you owe them. Because I see a lot of black people coming online and they're like, okay, I am. No, we are not I am. We have decided to move on. You as a black person, you owe yourself and your family a better life. And that means working for yourself, working for your health, working for you or for the people who respect you. We are not here to make anyone rich and us, we remain poor. That's what I will ask you. Tell me in the comment section what you think about this video. Are you ready to move on? Are you ready to grow yourself? Are you ready to build yourself? Are you ready to love yourself? Are you ready to unite with your brothers? Tell me on the comment section, okay? Until next episode, peace out.